Okay, right now I am very emotional. And it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that I'm feeling emotional. It's just an overwhelming joy in my spirit right now. But I was going to talk to the collective, to the people regarding what the universe most high put on my heart to share. But that was like 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and it's going on 10 o'clock. So I want to obey my spirit before I let the energy, the vibration level that I'm on now, get taken away from me. I mean, as far as coming down off of the joy. I want to stay in the energy, in the timing, in the synchronicity of flowing with the spirit. But what I want to bring up is we know a lot is going on in our world. Not our community, not our homes. I mean, even though, yes, I have to take that back. There is a lot going on, starting with the home, the families, the communities, the neighborhoods, the cities, the towns, the states, the countries, the world. There is a lot going on. But to be able to be tuned in to what needs to be done on your personal level, we can't let everything that is around us keep dictating where we're going in our own personal world, including you and yours. So one of the things that I'm zeroing in right now, my Father, the Most High, God, the universe, had me getting to the point of where it's time for me to start growing my own food. Okay, I'm pretty much understanding what needs to be done regarding that. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. So the part of growing my own food is in my spirit. Okay, good. Now, this morning when I woke up, now see, I'm the type of person, I like a lot of plants. I do. I love my plants. But my mind has been on decorating basically the outside of my house with plants. I used to decorate inside, but at this time the lighting in my home wasn't sufficient enough for me to bring plants in. But you know what? We need to find out what plants, and to tell you, I had almost every plant. Well, okay, let me go back. I woke up this morning because the Most High told me to purify the air in my home. My spirit not only told me to purify the air in my home, he also told me to flush you might as well say the air in your body. And I'll go into that another time. But anyway, I could get to it right now. Yes, we need to, because like I said, there is something going on. And since we're not really, we're clueless to what the system or the higher up powers, the monies, the elite that think they're elite, we're clueless. Some of us are clueless to what's going on, but I don't function on that frequency. I keep up with the highlights of it, but I don't center in on their frequency. I function on a higher frequency, and that's what I'm about. about helping our people, our humanity raise the frequency levels that we function on. If we function on a low frequency, we're open to all these changes the world is going through. Since we know in the heavens, the stars, the galaxies, the space, the planets, all of that, it has been a shift. It's called the fifth dimension, the age of Aquarius. We are in a different dispensation of time. We're in a higher frequency, and it's 5D, fifth dimension. That's a higher frequency. We want to function in that frequency level. To help us get to those higher frequencies, knowledgeable of it or not, the Most High said, one, basically, let's flush out our bodies. One of the ways I used to flush out my body was baking soda in a tall glass of water. Some of us bodies or we're not used to that, so it may be nauseating or whatever. But a good heaping tablespoon in a good tall glass of water and splash of lemon, something to cure the flavor, but drink it down real fast. But again, it may be nauseating to you, but you will be using the bathroom and your mouth will be very dry. But I've always, when I want to get a good flushing out, I would take baking soda and water and stash a lemon to cure the flavor. But okay, another way is the Most High told me to bring in plants that purify the air in our home. Now that we know that a lot is going on with the air outside, you know, like I say, I'm not on that frequency, so I'm not concentrating on what they're doing. I'm only concentrating on what my Father is telling me to do. The Most High, the universe. I'm only concentrating on what He's telling me to do. Now, almost all the plants that I have outside, they were able to come inside. And they're going to be fine with the lighting that's in my home. I've kind of cleared off the porch. I have a lot of empty spaces because I've already started bringing plants in the house. That's why I thought I better go ahead and make this video before I lose the energy. But I'm bringing plants in the house. And the reason being, we've got to clear the air in our homes because the frequency, the air outside, you know, we used to be able to walk outside and enjoy our air, our fresh air. But it seems like things that's going on is even taking away the fresh air from walking outside. So now we have to bring that outside inside. And I've been on, Google looking for different house plants, and almost every single one of them, they were right in my yard or on my porch as decoration. But now this is a war. We are in war. I don't know how we are classifying what's going on, but this is war. So here's another one that you all may have them around you as well. The names of them, I don't know, but I looked it up on Google. And again, the majority of them I had in my yard. So, and you have medical documentation. They even have it at NASA where plants are in their environment for reasons. Even, if you got it at the space station, there's medical reasons. There's not just us breathing in fresh air. It's bringing in oxygen, and they're also taking out all different type of whatever uh, 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 carbon monoxide or whatever is in our air, formaldehyde, I don't know what all that stuff. Like I said, you got to look it up. All I can do is lead you to the way. But the details of it, just as I'm learning, I want us to learn together. And a lot of this stuff, again, is right in our yards. Right in our yards. We need to bring our yards in the house. Bring the outside in the house. Let me turn the light on. Yep, bring outside in the house. So I'm still, right now, I'm still bringing outside in the house. I would love to bring my banana plant in. I would love to bring the orchid in. But some of them, see, I'm even getting the big pots. I'm getting ready to bring all my flowers that I had out here as decoration. No, they're going to be coming in and decorate and function. And see, I got my shovel out because you better believe these bad boys coming in. They coming inside. And I may take some of this. I may chop some of that and bring it inside too. It has grown big since I planted it. But that bad boy getting ready to be divided and brought inside. Like I said, we do not fight a war with guns and fists and words. Not the negative words. The type of warfare I get involved in is spiritual weapons, which are connecting mostly back to universe, back to the stars, back to the moon, back to the sun, back to walking on nature, back to and these are things that help us stay in a high frequency. What radio station are we tuned into? Are we tuned into the higher vibration connecting back to the universe? This is what's going to help us stay not affected by the mess that's going on in our world with the people or with the system or with the negative energies. To help us not be affected by it, we have got to be on a different frequency. We have got to be listening to a different tune. Our intuition, our spirits have got to be tapped in, tuned in, turned on. I like that. Abraham Hicks. She's a YouTuber. Inspirational. But yes, the majority of my plants, oh no, they're not going to beautify outside anymore. They're coming in. They got to come in and get to work because we're fighting a silent war. And in order for us to be a participant and not just be a what they call it, the ones that get killed off. We don't want to be a statistic or what. I forgot what the term I'm trying to think of. We don't want to be one of the ones that die off. We want to be one of the ones that we fight, but we're fighting in this way. And hey, I may not be explaining it with proper, words and this and that, but I hope you're feeling me. More than me explaining it, I hope you're feeling me. Let me see. Before I stop the video, let me see what's on my list here. Okay, I have how to stay. Okay, we talked about this is a different time, a different dispensation. We are no longer in, things aren't the same anymore. We got to be functioning on a different frequency, high energy, high frequency level. We got to stay positive. We got to stay, where are my glasses? Okay, here they go. We got to stay positive. We got to stay high energy. Get rid of the forgiveness. We got to forgive people. These are ways that we fight this war that's going on. These are ways that we fight the war that's going on. We've got to forgive people. You got people that fight stuff they've been holding on 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, 20, 25 years ago. Please forgive that mess and let it go. And this is a way of staying out of the junk that's going on in our world, because if we keep this stuff in our system, we're going to be open prey to everything that's taking place in this world out here. Okay, so we want to stay on that high frequency. Let's see, we talked about growing our own food and being in control of the food we're eating and also the money we're making. I hope a lot of us is still deciding to start having our own business. Start being in control of your money, not being a prey of your job, of bills. Start thinking of side hustles until it turns into a full-time fledged money flowing machine. We can't keep depending on this system, the world. Let's some kind of way be in control of our lives. That's our jobs. That's our food. That's our money. Get back into developing your dreams. And again, let's see what else is on here. We talked about the flushing out. So not as much as only flushing out our bodies. I'm not too fond of laxatives, but whatever is going to give you a good flushing out is get that mess up out of your bodies. If you want to take laxatives, do it till you ain't doing nothing no more, till you ain't boo-booing no more. Flush your bodies out. But like I said, I do the baking soda. And I'm a compulsive person, so I put like 2 big old tablespoons and water, and I drink it real fast. But I put lemon. That is nothing but an antacid. That's so lemon and baking soda, and drink it real fast. But you have to have enough baking soda till it makes you run to that toilet like a locomotive. You'll be like, oh my gosh. So that's what you want. You want to get the mess up out of your bodies. I'm not talking about detoxing right now. I'm talking about flushing. Get the shit, forgive me, Father, up out of your bodies. And another thing that I want to bring up regarding how we're going to fight this warfare, regarding what's going on in our world, right around us, and right outside our front door. We got to bring outside inside, because we can't even breathe. They don't even want us to breathe clear, clean air. The frequencies in our energy fields is too clogged. Unless you're really tuned in to this high frequency, you got your defense. You got your helmet on. You got your mind and body and spirit that, those things won't you're immune. But to get to that immunity, we've got to build our minds, our bodies, and our spirits to the point where this mess they're doing out there doesn't affect us. But again, to stay in high frequency, stay happy, stay positive. Forgive people of those ancient days, offenses. They not thinking about it, but you still carrying a weight of some old offense. Get rid of it. You're shutting down the immune systems in our bodies. Don't do that. Stay happy. Stay high vibration. Stay positive. And they talk a lot about meditating. Meditating is just doing what you want to do in a you're energetic, and always involve your creator. The way the Bible say pray without ceasing. How could you pray without ceasing? How can you pray without stopping? The way you pray without stopping is because you're always conscious of he's there. Just like if I curse, if I say fuck, the first thing out my mouth, forgive me, Father. Why? Because I know he's right here in me, with me. I am God. We got to stay in those high. That's part of protecting your mind. Knowing you are God, knowing you are protected, knowing you are immune to all this mess. These are things you have to know. This is how you protect your mentality, your mind. You've got to know these things. You are protected. And our bodies, how are you going to protect the bodies? We got to start putting right foods in our bodies so we could be immune to the mess that's going on out here in this world. Start feeding your bodies, your minds with good. But again, I'm bringing all my plants, the majority of all my plants coming inside the house. Ain't no more staying outside, beautifying the outside. Oh no, they got to find a place in the home, inside the house, because they have a mission to fulfill. And that is bring the outside oxygen healing power of the leaves inside the home. Okay, I love you. And to those that have ears to hear, let them hear. And let's fight this war with weapons that we and no one else can stop it if we're tuned into it.